What's going on, people? It's another one from your boy Seven Deadly Sins. Now, I just want to catch up on some previous content. Recently, I said there's a war coming to the streets. Now we're gonna go and fly over there to America and see what's happening on those streets. I've already taught people how to connect dots. I've been paying attention to other countries over the years and what's been going on since the COVID days. And I've noticed, a lot of people in cahoots when it comes to these downfalls of mankind, designs, inventions. So now we're going to look at, the immigration wars. I'm going to go over there to America now and see what's going on with Antifa and the far right. And we're going to see if we can connect them dots to what could take place in the UK in the near future.
Allow these third world mongrels to run roughshod over us without a fight. The body of Christ is one.
All right, here it is. Jake Lang has been arrested for probable cause of a riot.
Spider-Man, watch him beat up a man if he can.
Individuals that were in the two vehicles have been arrested, including the racist Jake Lang.
Jake Lang, the organizer of the Crusaders March in Dearborn, Michigan, continued with his journey to Minneapolis to protest against other things. To his surprise, Antifa members...
He was the one that was supporting Chad the Builder, the one that was going to court and tried to bail him out and stuff.
...were waiting for him in order to assault him. Watch this.
All right, here it is. Jake Lang has been arrested for probable cause of a riot from the back of a pickup truck. That's right. When he comes out to say free speech is allowed in America, the people riot. The people rioting don't get in trouble. The person saying we should have free speech is arrested. Also, Jaden Scott, he was just standing there holding a crucifix in the back of a pickup truck. He is also being arrested and held for probable cause for starting a riot. And Jacob...
Do people believe in free speech, though? Or do they believe in free speech for themselves? Meaning they don't want to hear what anybody else has got to say or should be allowed to say anything?
Rise, Minneapolis, Minnesota. If this doesn't piss you off, you're the ones that are complicit with the destruction of the United States. We are responsible for saving the United States. We do not have help from our local governments. Stand up, Crusaders. This is not acceptable.
Today, following a planned rally outside of Minneapolis.
So we're seeing what's going on. Are we understanding what's going on so far? This guy has got arrested for free speech, shall we say. He's very hated because of the racist things he's tried to do and blah, blah, blah. But loved by the far right.
City Hall. 6 others who were with him were also arrested, all on riot charges. Chopper 5 flew over the scene around noon today as Lang and his group arrived, driving on the sidewalk. You can see here tensions were high as protesters opposing Lang were also gathered in the area.
All individuals that were in the two vehicles have been arrested by...
Now, all you far right and stuff like that, I hope you're paying attention to these things. I'm just trying to show you the possibilities of outcomes. Now, a lot of you jumped up, was happy to hear what America was doing. Now, look what's happening now in America. So what does that mean for the outcome of UK far right marching the streets or whatever they're claiming to do? Are they going to connect the dots and think, damn, but if they shut the American white guys down, they're going to shut us down? But there's also more we need to point out.
The Minneapolis Police Department, including the racist Jake Lang. All occupants were arrested and both vehicles were impounded. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Peterson, who can give a bit more of the details, and then we'll be happy to answer any questions. Chief.
Had barricades to try to keep the opposing parties separated, and also to put a significant number of police officers inside of City Hall because we had information this is where he was going to be again. They were staged inside and immediately deployed when these vehicles unexpectedly drove onto the sidewalk.
Now, if you're looking to see the moment Jake Lang got assaulted by
vehicles unexpectedly driving onto the sidewalk, I'm also going to teach you what privilege looks like, ladies and gentlemen. So as you just said, vehicles driving on the sidewalk, and you can see there's police around. Now, black people, Jamaicans, let me talk to black Jamaicans. Now let me talk to all black people that feel the effects of the pressure of, let's say, racism and stuff, right? What's wrong with this picture? If this was an all black crowd, right, do you think nobody would have got locked up like that? Do you think, all right, obviously this one guy got arrested and his friend, yeah, but when you see all this mad commotion, do you think police would have just been so nicely standing around? Do you think? And also, doesn't this represent white on white crime? People want to act like it's just black on black crime out there. I've shown people all the time examples of white on white crime, and I'm not even bringing it to common folk, pub lads, footballers. I'm not bringing it even to that. I'm showing them higher level, but yet they want to label black on black crime and black this and the other one, and the disrespect, even on TV in front of people. You're supposed to carry yourself better, but this is the example that we're seeing. But yet you're supposed to be the example for people to follow, right? And we're seeing white people crash out on white people right now. High level white people like that. Not no, like I'm saying, football hooligans, pub crawlers, right? Right.
people at the rally. Take a look at this.
This is how you text people without.
Take a look at this.
What is that, outside of a court building or something? Also, I hope far right are paying attention to this. This could be your outcome in the UK. Who knows? Who knows? Right? It's safe to say white people aren't united. Or are they?
You do understand that Jake Lang is getting accused of starting a riot after practicing his free speech. People might not like his free speech, but they're the ones causing the riot, not Jake.
Are you a flipping twat? Are you dumb? They're there for what he represents. And like I'm saying, it's white on white crime. So, this is the attitude and the level of anger, I guess, right? chimping out, taking out the black guy in the army suit. Police officers just standing there, you know. Crazy, crazy, crazy. No one got locked up for knocking out the black guy, though.
These people are freaking psychos. They don't like what Jake is saying, so they're attacking him and taking his symbols and taking his signs. What is wrong with left-wingers? I don't get it.
One and the same, both violent. Right? You want to hear another interesting fact nobody thinks about? You know, when you look around and you see British black people, or let me say black people, and you say that they're violent and all this stuff and they do this and they do that, where do you think they learnt it from? Who do you think taught people, well, black people in these countries like England or whatever, how to do and act the way they do? Like, you know, y'all are the teachers, the government, white people are the teachers. So no matter how savage you see another nation, an immigrant go on, if they was born in your country, they learnt it from you, right? It's just that they get locked up and accused in that much more easier than the teachers. But we actually learn that from the country, the established we was brought up into. All the actions. So when you see black people doing all this gang madness, then where did they learn it from? When you see whatever, people running around with shanks, where did they learn it from? Where did they learn it from? The establishment. So it's funny how you say these people are savages and stuff like that, especially if they was born and raised in the country, like your country. Yeah? By white teachers, white influences. You know, white communities that, you know, formed, you know, the way of life, basically. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, why are you punishing the children of the countries when you taught them? They learned everything from your ways. I learned everything from your ways. The next man learned everything from you. I'm telling you, everything's just a fucking setup, yo. The idea of war, how do we understand it? From our masters that we learnt it from. Everything falls back in their lap. The teachers had to be killers. Spider-Man, fuck him up if you can.
After attacking Jake.
Dude, what the fuck? You're arresting Spider-Man.
They're arresting?
No way, they arrested Spider-Man, you know. Hey, Marvel, you got something you want to say about this, huh? You gonna send in the Hulk? Maybe Iron Man? Somebody's got to save Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? As if he's the real one, right? Hey, just a small break before you continue. I'm an independent creator, and if you'd like to support my work and support this YouTube channel...
let me it's a bit boring now. We're just seeing content, but as you can see, a lot of chimping out. So I'm gonna go and check out a bit of Bounce's work right now.
This is a public service announcement. This is a message to all racist scumbags. Racist English Restore UK Vote abuses me whilst I was at work. Now, this woman and her family thought there was internet ready. There was not internet ready, you get me, because you know what happens next. But just watch this video and then I will explain what happens next. And this is a message to anyone that's openly racist. I urge everyone.
No, this isn't the video I wanted to do. I wanted to do, I think he made a video yesterday also on a racism topic, but he made one today too. So let's just check this out.
Just to pull your phones out. If you
What's that? Camera in Birmingham. Racist pub owners caught on camera in Birmingham.
notice any racism, put your phones out and just send it to me. But obviously, this has nothing to do to me. Post it online, spread awareness. You know what happens. But just watch this one anyway. So, the abuse, you know what happens here. Look, anyway, let's just listen to this. Look.
I'll tell you what, I'll feed up myself and throw it down the fucking road. Why are you filming? It's alright, it's illegal.
Go on. Criminal damage.
Just watch this. You're going to see all of this. You will see anyway. Look.
Criminal damage, this is.
Right, you're on my property.
No worries.
Move it! Mate, if you don't delete that video now, I swear to God, I'll call the police. It's alright.
Damage it, love.
Move! This is my property. You're blocking my access to my customers.
Carry on. This is
Move
going to
it.
go to the police.
That is absolutely fine. You're on our property,
No worries.
mate.
That's
Right,
fine.
you're trespassing. Get it moved.
No worries.
You're taking video.
Yeah, I'm going to be telling the police about this. She just damaged my property.
You're filming.
All right, guys, I want you to watch this. They're not internet ready. Trust me.
We said we'll be 5 minutes and we'll be out the way, but now you've damaged my property.
And so why are you not moving it?
I said to you, I'll
Why
be
are
out
you
your
not
way right
moving
away.
it?
So now
Move it.
you damaged my property. This is going to be going to the
That's
police.
absolutely
That's
fine.
it then. That's
You
it.
are
Thank you.
blocking
No
my
problem. That's
access.
fine.
Why couldn't you take
Not
the
a
vehicle
problem.
down there, mate?
No problem. This is going to be going to the police.
Well, I tell you
right?
what, you take it to the police,
Yeah,
mate,
no
because
worries, thank you.
you'll be on
You've
my
got
property.
exactly
That's
3
fine.
seconds to get in that
Are you
truck.
threatening me?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
3 seconds to get in that truck and move that.
Yeah.
All these are going in the road.
Okay. 1.
2, 3. Come on, go.
She thinks she's internet ready. Internet ready. She's not internet ready, guys.
Bro, what does internet really, bro? Whoa, this has nothing to do with the internet, man. So you're watching it on the internet because she's outside doing some laboring, picking up some shit, throwing it to the side. Is internet, bro? Come on, man. Stop trying to relate everything to internet, man.
No, that's my premises. No, stop. No.
Look at the sister. The daughter. Look at the daughter.
Mate, you were asked nicely. Why are you looking at me like that for me?
Because she's damaging my property.
You got a problem?
Ooh.
No problem. That's fine.
Don't you dare.
So now you're trying to steal my vehicle.
Ring the police and go
Move
get
No
it.
worries.
Move
Okay,
it.
thank
Go
you.
and go and get the car.
That's right, then ring the
Go and get the car from us, Tom. And then you can pay me a £90 charge. Get it moved now. Get it moved now, please. You're on private property. You're blocking
I
my
am trying to
driveway.
move it, but you're getting into the way.
No, you're blocking a public access car park.
Bro. This sweet.
To be fair, yeah, even while he's live streaming it, she hasn't given him no chance to get what he needs to get done and get out of there. She's just going in and in. So, not that it looks bad for her, but, you know, she's been the aggressor.
Sweets me. We're going to watch this. This actually sweets me.
So you are stopping my customers from getting in. So you need to move it now.
We are trying to, but we
No,
need to
you're not
strap
trying
these.
to at all. You're arguing and filming
Nobody's
me. Get
arguing.
it and move it. Simple as that.
I'm just trying to
Yeah, but
strap.
you're filming your stuff. So
I can't,
But you know
because
it's
you're
not
damaging my
illegal, that's
property.
illegal.
But you know you're on
It's not
my
illegal.
property.
You wanna film
You're
me?
not
Illegal.
listening. You can camera me all you want.
No
You're
worries.
on private
That's
property. Fucking stupid.
Right,
Dick.
can you just getting in and moving out.
This van's got business in it. Yeah, of course. Why don't you call the police?
And we'll check.
Yeah, go on. If you're going to try and steal...
Why don't you call the police? You're the one that's outnumbered. If they're wrong, then why don't you call the police? They might just be right. Could be a private pub car park. I think they're in the right, because why don't you phone the police? Huh? You're telling them to phone the police. Why don't you phone the police? Would have got this whole thing solved. One of them would have got scared and backed off, right? So one side's going to back down once they know someone's being serious. Seems like no one's being serious right now.
My vehicle.
Can you tell your little fucking muppet to stop filming? Thank you, mate. Nobody's filming it.
They're bothered that he's filming.
I tell you what. I tell you what, this lad here has got no fucking sense at all. He's an absolute muppet. Turn that phone off now.
I'm gonna show y'all how to.
You're going to try to attack me. If you try to attack me, you've tried to steal my vehicle. I've got it on record, you trying to steal my vehicle. You tried to steal. That's fine. It's on camera. It's on camera. There's no need. I've not said nothing to you. You damaged my property, which I will be taken and getting valued. And I'll be in touch with...
Oh, God, man. I hate these cheesy, stupid conversations. Damaged property. Stop it. Things like that get dashed around on the floor all the time.
And now you're trying to steal my vehicle. Did you just say no?
Oh, they said the P word, Aki. They said the P word, Aki.
Problem. That's on camera as well. That's on...
So, okay, so Bouncer, you got this titled racist pub and then that. So, that's the first racist word she said. And it's only been from one person. Maybe we're going to see more right now. You understand? I'm not saying that they're not, well, racist people are very fluent, Bouncer. And have a, they can, whatever. I guess some people will think what Bouncer's putting out.
Whoa, hey.
Camera as well. I'll be putting this on Facebook later. Calling me a... You just called me a... No problem. That's fine. Yes, she did. So this is going to be going viral now. You just called me a...
See, the man backed off. The man was like, oh, shit. I'm not getting involved with this no more. See, now they're going to try and regret things. So, yeah, racist.
You just called me a... camera.
So anyway, my people, I'll play the rest of that. Obviously, they thought that was internet ready.
That's fucking dead. That was dead content. Dead content.
Tommy Robinson's right-hand man, the number 2 in command. This is very serious. Anyone that's watching this and you're from the UK, what this guy, what Danny Thomas is doing. Now, this is the boy Danny Thomas. Now, Danny Thomas is one of what I will say with Danny Thomas. Out of all of them, he's quiet in the scenes, but he's going from town to town to town to town to build up an organization to fight back against the government. You get me? Obviously, we know.
So basically, you've seen the first part of the video and what's going on in America. I also told UK, that Americans follow UK's follow Americans in their actions. I said there was a war coming. I said America started that trip. Now you're just seeing what's going on with Antifa and far right in America. So now we're back here to England. Question is, do you follow America far right, or do you pull out of your mission? Will it be the same outcome as the Americans, or will it be successful in your hands?
Government's doing some questionable things, but But you know, it's all in the name of protect women and children. And anyone that is under Tommy Robinson, you know the hatred for Muslims. And me being Akhi, and me being a Muslim, and me being a black Muslim, you get me, even harder. Me being a black Muslim, even harder. One thing I'm not going to do is use my platform and allow the oppression and the fake narratives going around. So when Danny Thomas's files came on my desk, and when a victim
oppression and fake narratives. There's a lot of oppression and fake narratives going around, you know, in all different categories. Like, it's interesting that you said that, because I see a lot of people working within that category and not knowing, or they do know when they're just trying to be slick and not trying to show it.
his father has come out speaking on a Zoom call, you get me, with allegations to Danny Thomas. By the way, he's a white guy as well, guys, so you lot don't think that man's painting no fake narrative. I thought, wow, let's address this. And Danny Thomas knows this is out there, but I don't think Danny Thomas is internet ready. You know me, when I post one video, there will be another video, there will be another video. And my purpose is this. I know what Danny Thomas is doing. You get me, a couple weeks. It's been about 12 weeks.
Danny Thomas is the type of person that will debate you, talk to you on what your problem or issue is. You're not internet ready to take them debates, Bouncer. This ain't no diss, but I don't think you know enough to debate somebody like Danny Bouncer. I don't think you really do, you know. You get me? In fact, I think you would crumble.
Going from town to town, and he's been building up patrons. He's been getting them patrons from each town, and obviously he's planning, and this is the stuff that he's been doing. He said, as today, nearly 30,000 proud British patrons have joined the Patreon platform resistant movement. Please share this. We are done waiting. For too long, we have tried the same. Let's listen to it.
Good afternoon. I want to provide you with an update regarding the Patreon.
But before I even get into,
I don't want to give a shout out to Bouncer as well. Congratulations. I've noticed he's doing more talking, you know, filling in the gaps. Yeah, man. Salute. I can respect that and salute that, because, you know, the more he does it, the better he'll get at it. Watch. That's just how it works. You know, it's like the more you read a book, the better you get at writing and reading at the same time.
The reason why I'm saying to listen to it, because I've given him 24 hours. The reason why I've given him 24 hours, obviously I've given him 24 hours because he is meant to be safeguarding women and children. So he's been meant to be safeguarding women. And there was a woman, obviously a father, get me, contacted them, tried to safeguard the woman, started to safeguard the woman, and ended up bringing the woman to a location, you get me, getting on the packet and sleeping with the woman. Like, but it's not, she is a victim of a nonce. Get me? She's been great. She's a victim of a nonce. So he's used his power of trying to talk to them, reach out to the victims, and then he's ended up grooming and doing that. But I'll let the dads say it.
Oh, okay. I'm giggling thinking that he was just calling one of the far rights a nonce, but he's being serious. She was raped. Okay, I get you.
A little bit, just so that so you look, can, it's not just about me. Now, one thing before I even get into this, my aim for this is I want to actually link up with a real patron, yeah? Because I know not all patrons are racist, get me? And anyone that's trying to claim the country and...
Well, the guy you're talking about, but you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Bouncer, right? I see what you're trying to do, but are you educated enough? Are you really internet ready? You know, because these people are going to come with stories, going to come with situations and problems, you know, to discuss about. Can you have them discussions? Can you, Bouncer, really?
Sort out the mess of their country. I know there's a problem in there, and I respect that. But people like Tommy Robinson, people like Danny Tomo, people like...
Thinking about it, because what I'm going to do is, right, I've got a YouTube channel. I'm going to probably open it back up. What it is, yeah, I only use StreamYabs over there, you know, people can call in. So yeah, like, I want to start having like just people calling in conversation, stuff like that. So, you know, maybe that's like an idea. Me welcoming you and people like Danny and others on there, we can have these conversations. Do you understand?
Like the rest of them, there's a lot of them are doing this for their own agendas, or they're not the right people to do it for. And you know, they've all got slander on their name. They've all got allegations through their name. But anyway, before I even get into this, I gave Danny Tomo 24 hours, you get me, for allegedly grooming. You get me, for allegedly grooming. So in my head, I'm saying, look, cool, we're gonna get the files out. But he wrote like a 2-paragraph under my post. You get me? But anyway, look, just so you watch this video, you kind of know. Hopefully, you don't get copyrighted because of the music background. But let's watch it, yeah.
The driving theory test.
Watch it, yeah.
Patriot platform. As of today, nearly 30,000 patriots have signed up for the Patriot platform. I want to give you a little bit more information as to what we're going to do with those patriots. As of today, we are starting to organise you into your different cities and towns. The Patriot platform represents a resistance movement to what we are seeing around our country. For too long, politicians, authorities, and those that have sworn to protect us have failed in their duty. For the last 2 to 3 years, I have attempted to bring the public some of the truths that need to be heard. But I believe it needs...
You know what's funny? That makes sense why they defeminized men, why they made men soft. When they wanted to take the gangster out of men, make them all soft and gay and shit, because they knew they was planning this. That we got no real fighters. No real men out there, fighters. A lot of men are soft. Get fucked in the ass and shit. No, facts. You might think I'm talking shit right now, but I'm actually talking sense. Don't you remember Operation Defeminize Men? Make men more softer, make people gay. They had to put out gays everywhere, make gay cool. You're not connecting the pieces, are you, people? It's all right though. It's a good job I'm here.
To go beyond that now. I am very optimistic about political parties coming into power and changing where we are currently. This is a warning to the British authorities, to those that have pledged to protect us. You have failed. Our communities are changing so dramatically that we, as patriots, feel our country is falling apart. The amount of crime being committed by men coming into this country by small boat is unacceptable. And we, the patriotic movement of this country, do not believe that they are taking it seriously. We are putting together a resistance movement for every city and town in the United Kingdom. From the hills of Scotland to the fields of Wales to the streets of Northern Ireland and of course England. We have an opportunity to take back control. And what that means is sending a very clear message to those that need to hear it. This is not a protest movement. This is not a flag waving movement, even though they are important elements of...
This is Sparta. Man's rise or whatever.
Resistance. But now we have to change the MO. We are creating a resistance movement in every city and town.
You catch the drift, guys. You catch the drift. You get me? And but what we're gonna do, we're gonna show you the real Danny Tomo and what he does to victims. And this is...
See, Danny Tomo. You know what I hate about myself, right? It's like I'll have all the ideas. You bring in these thingy bobs in every time what you're trying to say. Or creating them in each time. What happens next? What happens next, Danny? What happens next? What is the plan? What's the plan, the blueprint? Because you know what I would do? if I was a team leader and all that, I'd have people look out for these certain kind of immigrants that are doing certain things. That's what I would do, Dan. I wouldn't just set man's loose in what's the word? In certain nations, cities or whatever. What would the words be? Boroughs, ghettos. I wouldn't, go stormtrooping through these things like everyone's to blame, because, then you might have to deal with everybody that lives there, just wanting to protect their home and their area. You don't do something like that. You find out, get me, where these things have been taking place and that, and information on who they may be, and then you would go and attack the problem, remove the problem. That would be a sensible, smart thing to do. That would be a thing that police should do, but they don't, because they work for the government, and the government welcomes raping and grooming and all that stuff. They welcome that. Obviously, you can just see it, you can look around on the internet and everything, and you see all sorts of examples where people are being raped, killed, and all this stuff for some demonic reasons and their fun times.
Why all of them, to be honest, this is why this man shouldn't be in the position that what he's trying to do. And look, just going into, you can see, I think Tomo is.
Thing is, we've bounce here, live in a place of a time of free speech and conversations and debates. Yeah. So whether you think is a dangerous blah 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 blah, there's still room for conversation, and that's what's happening in today's time. Freedom of speech, not shutting somebody's word down. And that's the question I want to ask Muslims. Let me ask you a question, right? Do you not believe in freedom of speech? Do you? Because if you did, right, then why are you attacking people on what they've got to say? Or why are you taking everything as an attack? Don't you know that you're killing freedom of speech with your whole way of life? Don't you don't see that? You come in and you talk about freedom of speeches and stuff, right? But you're attacking it at the same time. So now the government can stand up and say, right, we can cancel out freedom of speech now. No more freedom of speech. No, that's the way it would be if, like, y'all would come in power. No freedom of speech, because you can't talk about certain things in it. Think about it. So it's canceling out freedom of speech. So, do you want freedom of speech or what? Huh? Because there's two lifestyles. There's England, that's freedom of speech, right? And there's places where you can't have freedom of speech. Right, you're like a blind follower, a zombie, right? So yeah. I'm trying to ask you a question. You tried to make England a place of no freedom of speech. Is that what you're trying to do? Because if you wanted no freedom of speech, then wouldn't you just go live in a country that has no freedom of speech to express yourself? It's like he says, well, freedom of speech also entails wearing what you want to wear, kind of thing. Feeling free to wear what you want to wear, kind of thing, right? So when you're saying that, because I see a lot of videos, right, in trying to tell women and that to cover up and all this stuff like that, well, you're taking away their freedom of expression. Freedom of speech. Let me just put it in that category. You're taking away that. So you're trying to make this a non-freedom of speech country? Is my question. Huh? Is my question. That's the first question that, because nothing makes sense anymore. Especially when YouTube go back and forth, you and the Christians. You understand? It don't make sense. It's stupid. So I just want to know what's being, because in effect, and you fucking end up fucking with everybody else's freedom of speech or non-freedom of speech. Huh? Listen, all that non-freedom of speech stuff, right, or whatever, yeah. Listen, I've never known a place where people can't speak with their mind, So I don't want no government to start changing anything now. Do you understand? So, you know what I think they should do with religion? Just leave it has to be like banned to the household or establishments where you go to pray. I don't think it should be on the streets no more, you know. I don't. For some reason, since the last, say, 10 years, religion has took off in such a way and it's become more damaging to people and it's just out there all in the face, like outside, and it's just crazy. I think it should be banned from the streets, you know. You understand? Honestly, the government can't contain nothing. The government don't know how to, you know, control something. So if you can't control it, either remove the government or remove that. And you ain't gonna remove the government, are you? Or maybe the government wants to remove freedom of speech and they're using this whole argument for it to happen, just letting these people play on the chessboard, knowing what the outcome's going to be because they've already made the decision and they can make any outcome look real or fake.
His right-hand man is literally Tommy Robinson's right-hand man. You can see what he's talking about. He's going from town to town, you get me? And he's collecting patrons, you get me? Patrons to go from each town, which is cool.
But I'm going to end that here. 40-minute video. Don't want to make it too long. You see what it is. Y'all use your freedom of speech brains and come to a conclusion of what you think the outcome with this is going to be, But for now, I left you alone. Shout out to Bouncer. And shout out to the people that find this an important topic. Peace.